I'm gonna be honest, dude. I don't get the Taylor Swift hype.
I just gave my credit card to my mom and said, "Licking me up."
Spray my inner dude, Diddy style. You've been on them yanks the past couple weeks. UFC superstar Jorge Gamebred Masvidal, dude. What's going on, baby?
What's up, everybody?
Alrighty, what up, everybody? Welcome into Man to Man Podcast. Today we're switching things up and talking man to woman. Please welcome on the show singer, songwriter, social media star Lauren Gray. We know you like the DJs.
I am okay.
$1.99 for a banana bag, bro.
The big Diddy Daddy. The big Diddy Daddy.
Diddy Daddy, the big Diddy Daddy. Did you see, you watched the Pels? You watched the Pels Kings game last night?
Yeah.
Where he's talking about, he said, I'm not betting no Jonte Porter. Who was that, Larry Nance? Did you see that post game?
Larry Nance Jr. out here wilding.
The top comment said, he practiced that one in the mirror for a minute before the game.
Bro, he had that one prepped.
Oh, my God. Oh, man. That was a good game, though. I lost. I'm like 0-4 in bets in the past week. I was telling you last night on the phone, I was at Publix. I was like, dude, UFC 300 was so sick to watch, but I went 0-3, and I feel like every time I tell you, bro, you just give me these terrible picks, and you're like, oh, well, you take only 4 out of the 10 picks, and the 4 picks that you take are all losses. I just don't think I can tell you anything, dude.
I'm just telling you, if I give you 5 picks and you only take 3, I was profitable in UFC because the other 2 hit.
Were you actually?
Yeah. Because it was a 320 and like a 190 other 2 hit. Mm. The 3 that you took, it was bad, but I still was, I was even for the day.
Yeah, which one did you win on? The knockout?
The first one,
which
to
was
go to distance.
Matt Holloway and Gaethje?
Nope. No, the first fight on the card.
No one was watching the first fight.
I was.
Was it Charles Oliveira?
No, yeah, Charles Oliveira and
some scrub. I don't know who it was.
Just to go to distance.
Okay.
And then
what about the other one that people would know? Did you touch the Max Holloway Gaethje one?
Yeah, I took all. I gave you my fucking card.
Yeah, we had Gaethje money line.
Yeah,
that was the one. The respect for Gaethje just hopping in the last 10 seconds right there. He already lost, right? Like he's just like, all right, cool. Holloway. I didn't realize Holloway does that shit.
Yeah,
he does it. That's not the first time he's done that.
No, he can. He can box pretty well. That's basically all he can't grapple very well.
What do you think about that? Like Justin Gaethje's like, all right, I'm already getting cooked, but it's for the BMF, the baddest mother effer.
I don't even think he realized what was going on.
Really?
I think he.
You think he was so cooked out of his mind already? He was like,
yeah, I think he was just like, all right, the last 15 seconds of the fight, we're gonna give it our all. I don't even think he realized. Like he was pointing at the ground, talking about, let's do this shit.
He did it twice.
I think Gaethje was just out there going, all right, well, fuck it. I'm just going to throw.
I wrote a little blog about that too. And Holloway said, well, he got paid $600,000. That's got to be like the biggest payday in UFC history out of any fight night because all the fight nights are usually like around $100,000.
Yeah. Dana said he would move it up for
to 300 for UFC 300. So he got $300,000 for performance of the night.
Yeah,
and then shared it with Gaethje with fight of the night. So does Gaethje get $300,000 too?
I think they split. I think he only gets 150.
150. Oh, yeah. Okay. I thought he got 600. I was writing about it. I was like, yeah, Max Holloway won $600,000 in 10 seconds because he probably wouldn't have got
fight of the
night because that probably would have went to maybe the main event. That kind of sucked ass.
Yeah, that was what was needed to see though to show that what's his name is fucking the real deal. But yeah, I don't know. It was a good card. It was a little underwhelming in terms of the whole night as like for it to be 300.
Yeah.
Like give me like Connor or somebody
or
in there.
Israel Adesanya and Dricus Duplessis.
Yeah, or something like that. But like
that would have been cool.
It was still a very like I was impressed by it. It was like must see. The one thing I do want to say is China on China fight. Dope. That girl was dead, bro.
I know. We had the submission at plus 420. Shout out 420. We're also doing an internal pod if you guys haven't caught the drift yet. But this is 155.
It is. It is 420. Happy celebration.
Happy 420. We're not smoking pot. We're actually on Neuro, calm and clarity, infused with GABA, L-theanine. Shout out Neuro.
I'm on my mints. I'm a big mint guy.
Are you?
Not so much a gum guy unless I'm like playing sports or something.
Yeah.
But you pop a couple of these bad boys. Bro.
I'm going to be honest. I love this product. And I know I'm not just saying that because we're on camera right now. I probably went through 5 boxes of the Energy and Focus already. The taste is awesome. Peppermint. I haven't tried the cinnamon, to be completely honest, but I've been through 5 boxes of the peppermint. Energy and Focus, what they like to call is like stay in the zone. There's no crash. There's no jitters. And that's what I've realized. I'm like, where is the crash? Where are the jitters?
You just keep going.
Yeah, you just keep going. So I keep taking them, you know.
I like it.
I think I just like the flavor a lot. But shout out Neuro.
Are you kicking energy drinks now? Are you still on it? Be truthful now.
I'm on them a little bit. I'm still on them a little bit because I kind of like the parlay the energy drinks with the parlay.
Okay.
But yeah, they've got 3 flavors and the sleep and recharge, bro. It's got melatonin in it. I went to bed. You know, my sleeping cycle is terrible. I go to bed around like 2:00 every night, just glued to the phone. What are the numbers doing? And we'll talk about that in just a second. But I took some sleep and recharge, and then I woke up, bro, at like 8:00. I don't wake up, dude, till like 10:30 every day. Woke up at 8:00. Took Coco out or let him outside in the back, and then I just couldn't go back to sleep because I had this feeling of like I'm up and I feel good, surprisingly.
Yeah.
So it recharges you, I guess, while you're sleeping, even if you are getting 6 hours.
I mean, sleep. 6 to 8 is right in the good spot.
Yeah. But no, okay. So UFC 300, we're kind of just gonna talk on like a lot of hot topics. Obviously, 420 today. We can touch on it a little bit because we've been talking about it we've been covering it all week on social media. Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney. Ryan Garcia has been acting insane. He went into the weigh-ins knowing he was 3.2 pounds overweight. That killed the title fight, which sucks in my opinion as a fan because Ryan Garcia has been acting insane for the past however many months, talking about some wild shit. But then this week we see them. They're both in New York. They're pushing each other. I think Ryan Garcia got kicked out of a Mets game. Yeah, I don't know. He was going to throw the first pitch. My boy calls me this morning, asking up in New York. I saw Ryan Garcia last night at the club with about 8 or 9 girls. He's getting rocked tomorrow. And he's like drinking that beer. I think it was like apple juice when he was like drinking whatever he was drinking while he was doing weigh-ins. But yeah, I mean, that's what we've been covering all week. But as a fan, I know that Devin Haney is 31-0 or whatever. He's probably going to rock Ryan Garcia. The odds are like insanely in Devin Haney's favor on Devin Haney's side, you know. But as a fan, I would like to see Ryan Garcia have a chance to knock him out or catch him with the left hook and win the title belts.
Yeah, I just don't think. Obviously, the rules are the rules, but the biggest thing as the fan of this, you just want to see somebody get knocked out, bro. One of these two's got to knock somebody out in this fight. If not, it's going to be a waste of time.
It's 12 rounds. I don't know what the glove ounce, like 10, 12,
I think it's
16?
No, I think it's 8 or 10.
Okay. 12 rounds. I think Ryan could go the distance, but what do you think about that, bro? Like, as a professional athlete.
Bro, he is on such a high. This is my new take about Ryan Garcia. He's on such a high because he's been in the spotlight for so long now, leading up to this fight, that I think, is just enjoying that moment of being in the spotlight.
Yeah.
And it hasn't clicked to him that he actually has to perform yet. You know, like Devin Haney's been business since day one, just in his whole career. I think Garcia is just like, fuck it, I'm going to do whatever I want to do and and I'm in the limelight. I'm going to do, he's had some weird shit go on and just being an idiot and saying shit and on Twitter Spaces, he does all that side of it.
Right after he got them weigh-ins, he was on Twitter Spaces heading to Barclays or whatever. And I listened to him and he was just tweeting like, my balls are too heavy. Like, the guy just didn't take anything seriously.
Yeah, and I think he just enjoys that part of just being in the limelight. And then when he gets knocked out, you just probably make a joke and be like, all right, I'll fight again.
He's going to turn it into some spiritual stuff, like, thank you for Jesus for not letting me, like.
Get actually killed.
Yeah, I don't know, whatever, but that's just going to be his fault. Like, that's going to be his excuse. Like, God's got me. I know I'm a religious dude, but like, God's got me. No, he's a professional fighter, and probably everyone is going to watch this fight. Kids that want to box or whatever they probably love Ryan Garcia, right? Because they're all on social media. They're going to watch this guy get absolutely cooked out of his mind.
I think it's also, too, this could be the new age of boxing, of why people are entertained, because you have crazy personalities. The last person that had the craziest mentality was Mike Tyson, and we got away. It hasn't been in the national spotlight, but now you have to kind of, with the Jake Pauls, the celebrity side, you got to be a little fucking crazy. You know what I mean?
And the thing that I don't like, that's a good point, because the thing I don't like about Devin Haney is his dad. And I know who his dad is in this camp now, because he's the guy that's doing all the trash talk for him.
Yeah. And I think that's just, you have to have people have to be interested in it. You can't just go in there and be like, yeah, I'll knock him out or whatever.
It's almost not interesting though anymore, with his dad kind of getting into it a little bit. It's like, dude, I know what's going on here. There's no more selling the fight, I guess, is what I'm saying. Here's my question, though, to you, and because, you played college ball and things like that. Ryan Garcia, obviously, levels above any sort of college basketball player. He's just a professional athlete in one of the most dangerous sports of all time, and he will get exposed if he isn't taking it as seriously, I guess, as maybe another NBA sport. You can get some dinner and maybe some wine before the game, the night before. How serious is it for him to not take it so seriously? Or like, how detrimental is it for him to not take this so seriously and come in overweight and things like that? I don't even know. I mean,
that's a good question, because I think he has prepared himself so well up to this point that he is able. You
think though?
I think just the training of being a professional boxer, just to get to this point, he has a foundation that will be good enough.
Right. That's what I think.
I don't think, my personal opinion, won't get him to the top.
Right.
He won't be like a Fury or a Mike Tyson or whoever the fuck. I don't think he'll get there, just because that's the way he is.
Okay. I guess my question, I don't know if that was dumb or not, but like, he's going to get exposed. Like, this is the one sport where you can't actually fuck around. Like, before, and you're cutting all this weight, you can't really fuck around, because you're going to get exposed in front of millions of people.
Yeah. And boxing, I mean, it'll go, if he gets knocked out, I don't think it'll be in the first couple rounds.
You think Devin Haney will catch a couple hooks from him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Garcia knows how to box. He's not a bad boxer.
So that's what we're saying. Then what is the partying then, dude? Is it like, hey, this is just like an ease of mind for me? I know I got. Do you think he's got
lifestyle, bro? He just likes it.
But do you think he has like a ton of pressure on him in his mind right now? He's probably mentally ill. He's probably having more than an episode. This is a motherfucking movie that he's having. But you think he's like, he knows what's going on in the back of his head. He knows he's got a big fight. But like, I'm gonna go try to take it off my mind, because I am still Ryan Garcia. Like, I'm just gonna go have fun. And then when I step in the ring, switch mode.
Yeah. I mean,
but that switch ain't going to be big enough to fight a 31-0 fighter.
Yeah, and the thing that I kind of like have told people is I honestly compare Garcia a little bit in terms of his antics and stuff to like a Conor McGregor. Mm-hmm. But Conor takes it so seriously.
Yeah.
But off of outside the place, you'll see him throw chairs and get into tussles.
Shout out Morgan Wallen.
Yeah, that's fucked up. But like, you'll see him do that and get in a tussle at a bar and drink and stuff for fights. It's just, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how well prepared he is. I think that's the biggest thing.
All right. Well, obviously this doesn't matter. I don't want to talk about it too much. Prediction.
Oh, I got Haney knockout, probably 7th or 8th round.
Okay. Well, on Spaces, there was a guy that asked him what should he bet. Ryan Garcia said Ryan Garcia knockout throughout 1 through 6 rounds.
Yeah. I think we'll get a good fight. I think it'll go probably 7 or 8, or it'll go all the way through.
We'll see, bro. We'll see. Speaking of fighting, I want to stay on this a little bit. Our guy Jorge Masvidal.
Yeah.
Boxing Nate Diaz, Saturday, June 1st in Inglewood, California. Jorge's been in training in Vegas over the past 2 months or so. Now, to promote the fight, Nate Diaz and Jorge have been going to 4 cities. I believe it started in Vegas last week, 2 weeks ago, Miami, New York, and then the last stop will be in LA here whenever this drops. I don't know if it's this week or not. So it's funny. So obviously it's a rematch between Jorge and Nate Diaz and the BMF, but it's not UFC or MMA style. They're both boxing. It'll be kind of interesting to watch. However, I did, again, just write a blog about Nate Diaz being a drama queen before contracts or terms even got, I guess, mutually agreed on both sides or whatever. Like Nate Diaz is talking about how he wanted to be, he wanted to walk out after Jorge Masvidal. That was one thing that he wanted in the contract. And the second one was, I think he wanted his name, I guess, bigger in font or above Jorge's on the screen. So what Jorge was saying to, I guess, a media reporter last week in Vegas was like, he was a huge drama queen before even getting the fight, I guess, settled or contracts, written down and signed or whatever. And it took about 5 months for him to, I guess, come to agreement with Jorge Masvidal. Masvidal's like, is this motherfucker want to fight me or what's going on? And then same with UFC. Jorge's still under contract with UFC. Nate Diaz isn't, but it also took UFC about 5 months as well, as what Jorge was saying.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be... I'm glad they're boxing. I don't think either one of them could do MMA.
Who do you got?
I mean, I'm riding with Jorge just because...
Yeah, me too.
That's our guy, but like, I don't know. It's going to be...
Yeah, me too. I think we can compare Nate Diaz to Ryan Garcia's antics right now because, again, Nate Diaz, I talked a little bit about it, but it kind of starts from when Jake Paul picked Nate Diaz to be his next victim to get knocked out on the canvas or whatever. We saw what happened the first round. We were out in LA watching it. First round was very entertaining and interesting to watch. 2 through 10 sucked. It was just like, how is this guy still standing? Pretty much, Nate Diaz is Jake Paul's punching bag. The buildup was weird to that fight too, because Nate Diaz didn't show up to the first official press conference. Remember that?
Yeah,
with Jake Paul. And then in the face-to-face sit-down about a week, I'd say days or maybe a week before their fight, he asked to go to the bathroom and he just got up. But you could tell Nate Diaz can't even we can't either really structure a sentence, or he's just uncomfortable in front of the media or a crowd or just talking for a long span of time. And I was like, in this blog, I was like, well, at least he's at these cities with Jorge Masvidal. So fucking funny. I watch a video this morning. They had another press conference. Nate Diaz answers the very first question, and then he gets up and leaves. I don't know what it is.
Maybe he's just like, fuck this. I mean, I'm just trying to box, bro. Fuck all this other shit.
Is he trying to box, or is he being a drama queen? I want my name above this, or I want to walk out second. I want to have this song, yada, yada.
The thing that I think is so funny is these guys, no shade to either of them, because they would definitely beat my ass. But like, I feel like they're kind of older and just like, this is just another speculation of how boxing needs to grow, and they're just trying to continue and make a bag. And this is what you do after an MMA career.
You don't think Nate Diaz just has a ton of CTE in his brain? He just doesn't want to answer, bro.
Bro, there's something wrong with him.
Yeah,
I mean,
clearly. But this is my point to all of it. Nate Diaz is going to get cooked by Jorge Masvidal if he's doing the same shit he was doing, throughout the entire build up against Jake Paul.
Yeah.
This guy is going to get rocked.
This is the thing about these kind of fights. It's basically a celebrity boxing thing. And we've had this conversation. It's just to put their names out there, make sure that they're not, too far out there, and just get eyes on it. Because everybody that likes boxing and likes fighting in general, I think we've become bigger fans now of the whole fight game in general, if it's UFC or boxing or whatever. Yeah. They just want to get eyes or celebrity boxing. They just need to get the views so they can get the money in the bag, and then it's on to the next.
Yeah.
But Jorge definitely is still like got that.
Well, Jorge's still training there. He's like taking it seriously. Nate Diaz just going out there kind of walking around. He's like, hands down, like, hit me, motherfucker. Hit me, motherfucker. You know,
but that's been the idea since he stepped into the UFC. Like he's like,
you don't think he's coming for a vengeance with that 4th round doctor stoppage back in UFC 244 in 2019 in New York City?
Nah, he don't give a. He probably don't even remember that shit.
Remember? He doesn't even remember, man.
Shit, he probably don't even remember yesterday, bro. Like,
man. So okay. So you think it'll be a knockout or what?
I think it'll go to distance.
Go to distance. Okay. All right, so that's kind of like the big fight. I don't know. Conor McGregor's coming back. Michael Chandler. That'll be kind of cool to watch. Let's get into some internal stuff. You just had surgery on your knee. You've been on them the past couple weeks. How are you feeling?
I'm good. Surgery went really well. I mean, I got one of the better surgeons in Tennessee that does my type of surgery. I think the biggest thing, I told you this, is I don't know how I want to frame this without sounding bad. I've never shied away from, experimenting with drugs.
Yeah. Yeah, you're definitely a drug addict for sure.
I'm not a drug addict, but I like to dabble and, try things here and there.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think it was 11 days straight on some high level opioids. Yeah. And, I can't do that, bro.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for people, not to sound bad, like make it soppy, but I feel bad that people are like addicted to that shit. Yeah. Because after like day 7, I think I called you and I was like, bro, I need to get off of these.
Okay, so hold up. Let's backtrack a little bit. So knee surgery on what was it again? What was the tear?
The patellar tendon.
The patellar tendon?
It's the...
Is it patella or patellar?
Patellar.
Okay. Which is like one of the main or bigger tendons in your knee?
It connects the bottom of your kneecap to the bottom of your leg.
And so how long did surgery last?
I think it was right under 2 hours.
2 hours. Okay. And then I saw you. I helped you upstairs, but you actually got up the steps pretty well. Like you weren't even. I thought you were
faded, bro. I was on another level when I saw you. Bro.
I know. It was so funny. You didn't really seem like it though, which was interesting. But
it's all the practice, buddy.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, I mean, like just that feeling of being on drugs, like hard drugs for like 10 days, like that. Obviously, it makes.
I think it's also different too that I couldn't do anything. Like I'm just waking up, going to the couch, putting my leg up and watching TV and then going back into the bed and going to sleep.
But if it killed the pain, like just being on those.
Yeah, it definitely like the second day after I got back, my like nerve block, which they gave me to like numb my whole leg, which I couldn't feel anything for surgery. Once that wore off, I was like, holy shit, I need some pain medicine. So that helped. Right. But it's like,
So come like, it's probably a dumb question because it's not enough days to be whatever I'm asking. But comes day 7 out of 10, are you feeling more pain because you're on these drugs every day for the first 6 days?
No, the pain medicine helped. I was just like, once you took it, you kind of try to get like above, like stay ahead of the pain.
Yeah. Okay.
And I mean, it was fine. It felt fine. And now that I'm off of it, it feels basically the same that I was on the drugs.
Yeah. Okay. So now that you're off the drugs, like, are you in more pain because you're just taking Tylenol?
It's a little, you can definitely tell that I got surgery, but it's not like, I think also I'm pretty high in pain tolerance. I can handle pain pretty well. But I mean, I can definitely tell that I got.
Are you wishing to go to the doctor and say, more Yerkes, please?
I definitely could, especially once I start physical therapy. The biggest thing too is because of the injury, I need the tendon to like kind of fuse with the other part of my tendon that got chopped in half when I ripped it. So I have to wait like a month before I can start physical therapy.
Oh man. Oh wait, so your body is just naturally like they did the surgery. Right. I don't even know what they did in surgery, but they did something to where it connects back to the other part of the tendon.
Yeah. So they sewed the tendon to the other.
Oh, shit.
The other part of the bottom tendon of the, where it got ripped in half. They sewed that back together and that will kind of fuse back together. And then they, on the side of each of my kneecaps, they sewed that into my bone.
What are they sewing it with?
Just surgical, I don't know. Thread. I don't know what the fuck. But then they did that on the side of my kneecap to kind of pull it back down to where it should be into my bone so it can't move.
Okay, so can you feel a difference? I guess no.
No, because I haven't tried to bend my knee yet.
Oh, wow. So you haven't bent your knee in about 2 weeks?
I haven't bent my knee in like
a month?
2 months.
Really?
Technically, probably since when I first happened, I tried to bend it a little bit.
Yeah.
But since the injury happened, I haven't bent my knee.
Wow. Speedy recovery, soldier.
I'm out there.
I called you last weekend. You didn't answer. And I know you very well to this point when you had these little weird things that are going on. You had a girl that came over and helped you out? Were you be honest, bro. We're on the pod, bro.
Yeah, I mean, there was some lady friends that may have...
Lady friends?
A lady friend.
Okay.
That,
I didn't know if you wanted to slide a Twizzington something,
I mean, some people come over and, I just want to see how you're doing and maybe help you a little bit. And
how are they helping you?
I need some more water.
Okay. More Yerkies with water, babe.
Just trying to be there, make sure I'm doing all right and be my little nurse for a couple hours.
A side of Diddy, please, Side of Diddy. No, well, that's great, man. That's great. And it's dope that your work is paying you, too, while you're off. So
yeah, that helps, too. It ain't as much as I make normally, but it gets me through. So
it's still something. All right, well, that's Liam's knee update. Dude, I have had a week, and let me tell you, I'll relate it to the legs. Okay, so...
This is good. I love this.
I'm trying to get big. I'm wearing these cutoffs, man. I look like a douche, but whatever. GG's. I mean, my personality clearly ain't working. So I'm trying to take my shirt off and I don't know, get tan and try to shake hands that way, dude. And also, by the way, I got to figure out what I'm gonna do when it gets warmer. I don't know if I can rock a beanie with just shorts, shirt off, and just that's my style. I think I got to get it cut a little bit and go back to the hats.
Bro, it was like 80 degrees this week. There's no way you were throwing a beanie on and going outside. Bro.
It's kind of fresh though, I'll be honest. Yeah. It's kind of like that's the style,
Bro, when it's 90 degrees out here, trying to touch 100 this summer.
That's what I'm saying.
And we're trying to go out and, say
that's
hello.
Why I got to get into the hats, bro. You got to give me that Dodgers hat, bro.
You would not wearing a beanie. You're going to be fucking sweating down your fucking face.
Yeah, you got to give me that Dodgers hat. Yeah, I do look insane, bro, for sure. I like the lettuce, though. The lettuce is dope. But anyways, all right, so let's start with your boy is in the 225 club.
Yeah, it was big.
Like that 4 times. Now, sometimes I even tried it yesterday, dude. Like, I can barely do it 3 times. I don't know. Shout out Neuro, because we made the freaking video for it, and I just chewed a bunch of gum, and then I went there and I pumped it out.
Yeah.
So 225 club's been great. I'm getting pretty top heavy, I'll be honest. And so my legs, I'd like to work them out. So on Tuesday of last week, I decide that I want to go in. Why don't I just start working out my legs? Because I don't want to try to find... do research, in-depth research, and try to find shorts that are really tight on skinny legs. Although I'm sure I could probably find it in 2.7 seconds on a bull named Blue Man shoe. But it just is going to look weird, So I have to start building my legs. So that said, on Tuesday, I go in the gym. I'm like, all right, let me start out with back first. Let me do a back workout. So I start doing the pulls or whatever, the seated rows or whatever. And I'm like, all right, here I go. So I went over to my boy, and I'm like, yo, I'm going to do legs. Like, what should I do? He was like, do the leg press, do the hamstrings, do the leg machines. I didn't do squats. All right, so I do the leg press. I do a couple machines, yada, yada. Feeling like I can definitely feel it, bro. So I'm going, I leave the gym, whatever. The next day, not even that bad. I'm like, all right, dope, I go back to the gym. I do some, chest. And then... on that Wednesday, when I come back into the gym, that next day, I mentioned to one of my boys that I did legs the previous day, and he goes, wait till the second day. The second day is always the worst. And I'm like, no way. I don't even feel I'm straight. It ain't going to be no second day for me. I've been drinking water, Second day, I can't even get out of bed. I activated muscles in my entire legs, my thighs, my front, quads, and my calves. The calves were the worst. I've activated muscles in all of my legs that I've never activated ever before in my life. It had probably been 9 years or 10 years since high school basketball. I am in this rolly chair throughout the entire day on Thursday. I'm calling it quits. I almost called it quits at work, and I work from home. I'm just rolling around in this white chair. I'm even pissing in the white chair, bro. Like,
bro, when you called me and said I can't get out of my fucking,
I couldn't do it.
Out of bed.
I felt like you, and then I was like, oh shit, this is what it's gonna feel like when I'm 80 years old. I'm like, oh shit, this ain't good.
Bro, that shit, I cannot imagine you trying to roll around in a fucking chair.
Yeah, I literally couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Friday kind of sucked. This is Saturday. But yeah, I'm gonna do them once a week. Hopefully it ain't that bad next week. Hopefully I just introduced whatever I did to my legs that haven't been touched in forever, and they'll remember what happened. But man, that's a feeling I don't ever want to go back to.
Well, you got to start somewhere. If you're gonna get them big, you got to start somewhere.
Is it easy to get them big though? They're like easier than like upper body, right?
I never had a problem when I like went hard in working out through high school and college.
Yeah.
Of like growing my legs bigger. Like my calves were humongous compared to like the other part of my like.
Do my legs look like skinny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not skinny, but they look like they could be pumped
Worked out a little bit. Yeah. So what the story that I'm not including here, so I'll go ahead and talk about it. On that Thursday when I'm out for the count for sure. I could barely walk, Coco, man. I make tacos at like 8:00. Make a ton of tacos, ton of taco seasoning, jalapeno, cheddar cheese, sharp cheddar.
I don't know if I can do this again.
ton of hot sauce. I eat 2 tacos, man, and then I'm texting in the group chat. We're trying to get the Montana boys on the podcast, but not. I only want the Mark guy, the Cavallari guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That would be a good guess.
Not feeling the other guys, to be honest. But while I'm texting you guys, I shit my pants,
Bro, the thing that I think, and I told you this, it's related, bro. It is related that you didn't have any control over your muscles. Your legs were done, your glutes, your ass muscles.
Yeah.
You didn't have no control, so when that shit hits you, especially if
is that what it actually happened, bro?
Especially if you're eating tacos and Mexican, bro, that shit hit you so quick, and you were like, "Oh fuck, I just shit."
So yeah, I mean, you'd hit one of those farts, and you, oh shit, I think I shit my pants. So I go in the bathroom, TMI, whatever. If you're still listening at this point, I take, do my thing on the toilet, and then I'm wiping ass, bro, and it is so far and left on my right ass cheeks that I'm like, this is almost touching my fucking inner forearm right here, bro. So I hop in the shower, and then I got these like settings on my new like shower head, and I go to the setting 3 that goes spray my inner asshole, dude, Diddy style, bro. I unleashed more shit out of my ass for about the next 10 minutes,
bro. You said that like you were trying to wipe, bro. If you shit your pants, you take them clothes off, put them right into the fucking washing machine and go take a shower, bro.
I don't know. I was like, damn,
that's
bro.
even worse that you were shitting in the shower too. That's fucked up.
You ever shit in the shower?
Never, bro.
I've done it a couple times. It's not that bad, actually. My dad introduced me to shit in there. He was like, you can go shit in the shower, like 6th grade. I was like, you sure, dude? I was a fucking log, but no, I mean, these were just little snakes coming out, but yeah, no, I was
shitting like, in the shower, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Shout out, hey, comment if you ever shit in the shower before.
Has anybody ever shit in the shower? I know a lot of people.
Like on purpose though, like you shit regularly in the shower. Not even once or once,
at that point, you should have seen me. Picture, I can't even bend my legs. I'm hanging out on the wall right here. I'm trying to squirt my asshole, and then I'm just like, I can feel more coming out because it was so hot on my anus, and I'm just. There's more. And I'm like, fuck it, dude. If I'm going to get it out, I'd rather do this and get back on the toilet and do a little 90-degree angle. So that was dope. Today's episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Have you ever wondered, man, I wish I had more time throughout the day to get things done, or you're not exactly sure how to prioritize something over another thing? You're tired all the time. You're not getting enough sleep. You can't go work out because you got a hard deadline due for work at the end of day or 6 p.m. or end of week, and you're just feeling exhausted and overwhelmed. I know that understanding what's most important to you is finding out a way to best prioritize your schedule, and thankfully, therapy can help you find out what matters most to you so you can do more of it. I know that for me personally, therapy helps me prioritize my to-do list. No question about it. Hands down, it's been a game changer. And every single day looks a little bit different for me, and it's hard for me to create healthy habits for myself. Therefore, therapy has helped me understand my needs and has allowed me to show up better in all areas of my life. If you're thinking about therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It is entirely online, which makes it super convenient and flexible for your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists for no additional costs. Learn to make time for what makes you happy with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/man-to-man today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/man-to-man, MAN-2-MAN. Linked in episode description. Now let's get into the pod. Last night I texted you and I go, tomorrow is going to be a fun little internal podcast because I went to the strip club for the first time in a minute.
When was the last time you went to a strip club? I remember vividly the last time I went.
Was it with me and you in Chicago?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
That was the last time I went.
Really?
I haven't stepped foot inside one.
Dude, we took out so much money. You took out so much money that night. You took out like $1,000.
Yeah.
And then you got the stripper's number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She wanted to come slide, but
you were over at my place.
Yeah, but I also was like, I'm not waiting until 5 a.m. when you get off.
It was like 6:30, bro. I know you were still had like one eye open, like checking your text. Like you're like, oh shit, bro. Like, so anyways, I go over to Ross's crib. We're watching the Kings game, and Ross has got a problem with betting. He's betting $700 and he's losing $700. So I try to tell him, there's no shame in a $100 unit.
Yeah,
you know, this guy's down bad, but you gotta learn the hard way. Betting, I mean, bet responsibly, right? Anyways, I lose too because I tailed him, and it's probably me because I'm on a cold streak right now.
Hey, you tailed somebody other than me, and you lost, so it's just not me. Maybe it's you that you got to come up with your own bets here.
Yeah, true. I got to get back to my roots, which is just the player props over 24.5 LeBron.
Yeah,
I got to get back into it. But anyways, I'm with the boys. Shout out AP. Ross, a couple other guys, and I'm like, all right, so what are we gonna do tonight? Ross is like, dude, I got work at like 9 a.m., bro. We're just gonna pop over to Larry Flint's and call it a night. I'm like, what the hell is Larry Flint's? He's like, oh, it's just this bar like / restaurant in the Gulch. I'm like, all right, like you guys are fucking with me. I've never heard this before, right? So it's a strip club. And so
okay.
We drive to a strip club, and it's so funny because it's like we're just skipping the whole Barstool night out. We're just gonna go to the strip club and hang out. This is probably like 11 o'clock. We get in there. It was a chill vibe. I get it. I was like asking AP. He didn't come out with us. He was like, no, it's chill, bro. Which is so fucking funny. Like some dudes are like, nah, it's just a chill place to go. I'm like, sure, dude, I guess. You know, I guess.
Hey, some strip clubs do give off that, like, just come in and chill.
Yeah, just coming in. Ross, of course, knows the bouncer. Okay. Come on, dude. This guy knows everybody. So we get in there. It's so funny. It's packed, dude. I take out $100, get $100 in ones, you know, tip the freaking cashier lady. I don't know what she's called at the bar. It's BYOB too. They got to start selling alcohol in the strip clubs. That's another thing. I don't know why they don't unless you have to get like a big bucket of something. I think that's maybe what it is at that place. Anyways, we go to the front of the stage, closest to the stage. We sit down. Ton of dudes. And I'm swinging bow and arrows at the strippers with ones, bro. Fucking around. I'm not even drunk. Like, I'm like a little tipsy. Yes. 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 And I'm making like paper airplanes out of dollar bills. I'm like looking up on YouTube videos. Ross is like, dude, do not do this. Shing, shing. And then the other one, the last one that I guess, I don't know if we've got people listening to this or not, but I just act like I'm, snorting something. I roll the dollar bill up. There's the bouncer right next to us because he's close to the stage too. Appreciate you shouting. So that was fun. We were there for 30 minutes, and then I saw this chick who I've been dying to hang out with for the past, I don't know, Andy, what do you want to call it, your entire lifetime, dude? Just like a lot of other chicks, but I go to Barstool. I was like, yo, I'm downstairs at Barstool because I saw her Instagram story, and I was like, I'm downstairs, I'm gonna get you a drink. I go downtown by myself. I'm walking into Barstool. She's walking out with her friends. I'm like, fuck, dude. So I call Summers. I'm like, Sums, what are you doing, dude? I got a wedding tomorrow. That's 2 weekends in a row for some. And I'm like, what do I do? It's 1 o'clock right now. Do I try to get into Barstool or should I just try? I told you, bro, last week, I was like, I'm just going to go downtown and see what's good because I'm on an insane dry streak right now. And it sucks. So I just want to go downtown and just like talk to chicks, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just practice my game. Summers goes, go to another bar for like 30 minutes and then call it a night. Okay, good idea. I'm walking past the outside line at Barstool, and then I see this guy who I see at the gym all the time. Guy's our age, tall dude. He's with another dude, and he's like, hey, get in line. So I got in line with him. I get into Barstool, and it was a vibe, and then same thing. One of the guys was like, all right, let's go to Losers in Midtown because there's like girls that we're going to meet up with there. We get in a taxi. I pay $30 once to the taxi. We get there. Those girls are leaving the bar. Then we go to Tin Roof right after that at like 2 a.m. And I was like, yeah, I gotta call it, bro. This is not fun. This is not fun. So,
bro, you gotta find your spot.
Yeah,
that you just go to every weekend. You see who's there.
You know what I was gonna do? This is wild. Also, I left this out. Right? I don't mean to interrupt you at all.
No, go ahead.
On the phone to Summers, I go, should I go to?
Yeah.
You fill it in.
I know. You want me to say it?
Yeah.
You getting a little massage?
No. Shout out to the Rub and Tugs though. The Rub and Tugs was closed.
Oh really?
Yeah, the Rub and Tugs was closed. We can.
I don't know then. Where we?
We can go hit one after this. Take one more guess. It's in East Nashville.
You should go somewhere.
Pearl Diver.
Oh yeah. Why was that like a
chick I used to talk to? I haven't talked to her in like 7 months. Or like probably like 4 months. I was gonna see if she was working.
Just pull
that
up
chick probably
on
hates me, yeah.
You do need to find a spot like that though, because that could be a spot like it's a little more like it's a good time and it's kind of lively in there, but it's also like not like a raging downtown place.
It would have been a weird vibe though, because I was just gonna try to get an Uber over there. I was like, dude, that strip club bar like. So thank God I found those guys in line.
But you do need to I don't hate the Barstool move, especially if I'm not.
Yeah, I mean the Barstool move was a vibe because all the hot girls go to Barstool.
Just go there every weekend or every other weekend and just try out, bro. You just shooting shots at that point.
Well, that's what I did. So I went in with these two like 6'3" good looking dudes that played ball at Ole Miss. So it's like cool that I have them in my corner now too, along with a couple other dudes that I've been hanging out with, and we'll hang out with them this summer. But we went upstairs, grabbed the drink. They stayed upstairs. I went downstairs to go take a piss. But then I see a train of chicks walking out of the line. You know what I'm saying? All walking out of the bathroom. There's one girl in particular, very beautiful. She's walking upstairs. I'm like, dude, I am for sure going to talk to that girl. I'm just going to go do it, right? Excuse me. So I go upstairs. I see the guys, and they're like, "Yo, we're gonna dip out." I'm like, in my head, I'm like, "Fuck, I ain't staying here by myself. I'll go with the two dudes and just make friends with them now." You know what I'm saying? So that's fine. I still got chances. Like, still got more chances. Just not getting warmer out. But that's what I did, dude. Yeah, I don't know.
What's your like feeling of like going to the same bar? Like, let's say like over here at the tavern, the old tavern.
Yeah.
Or just going there like every Friday and Saturday.
Well, dude.
And just sit down at the bar or even grab a table like you usually did and just worked. But do that at least for like until like maybe 9:30 or 10 o'clock and see then what else ever. Just so you're a familiar face, get to know people there.
Well, I kind of have been doing that.
Because I think that's more of like how I would need I need my spot first.
So when you've been down on the count and been, locked in for the past 2 weeks or so, I've been a regular at M.O. Rose on Charlotte. I've been going there after the workout. Like, I know the bartenders there. Like, they're like, hey, good seeing you. I grabbed some, takeout food the other night too. And then at Edley's, and this is funny, I actually went to Edley's today, and I want to talk about something that hilarious happened today at Edley's.
The barbecue.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good, bro. But I go to Edley's, and I'm just chilling by myself, which I found out, like, I was talking to this guy. He graduated at UT at the gym. He's like 24, he's talking about how he goes out, and all he goes out is whenever he goes out, they just drink to get drunk. You know, kind of how we were at 24. And I'm like, dude, I think I am just now kind of transitioning into that phase where I'm just going to places by myself. Because like the group, I'm growing apart from a lot of people that used to be in my inner circle growing up, which is totally fine. Everyone's getting married. Everyone's trying to do their own thing. Everyone's trying to be an adult, right? So,
right.
But two, I'm just going out and like hanging out myself, which I like.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I am trying to get some gus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
And I don't know if I'm going to make that leap and go down to Broadway by myself and just try to hit on chicks and waste my money. But I will do it. I think I will.
I think that's why you just do the pregame, get a couple cheaper drinks at a local place or like a little bar. Go down there for an hour. Say I'm only going down here for an hour. You're already.
Give me an example.
What do you mean?
One of these bars out here.
Like even the old tavern that fucking got locked up.
Yeah.
Go there from like grab dinner from 7:30 to 10:30.
Yeah.
Just sit there, maybe watch what's on TV, bring your laptop, get like, 3 or 4 drinks in you, have a good little 3-hour span of just drinks are cheaper.
Yeah.
And then once 10:30 rolls around, take your ass down to bar stools or wherever the fuck, go there for an hour and tell yourself, I'm only going to go there for an hour. I don't need anybody. If I see people I know, that's great, but I'm just going to go in there by myself, spend an hour, shoot some shots. And if one hits, then if I hit one, you're good. And then after an hour, you're not bar hopping.
Yeah.
Because that's where you just like
that's
kill
where you're
yourself.
like losing the battle.
Yeah.
When you're bar hopping by yourself.
Yeah.
I went to Ava Rooftop, which was super cool. It's above DraftKings downtown on 2nd with
Was
Ross.
that new?
Kind of. It's a pretty cool spot. It used to be George Jones downtown.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
Were
where that
you
is.
with me on New Year's Eve? I don't think you
No,
were.
I wasn't.
I got kicked out of that place on New Year's Eve.
Oh,
George
okay.
Jones. Remember when my mom used to live on 3rd?
Yeah.
That one night where I got kicked out of the bar. It was New Year's Eve. And I was just talking shit to the bartender. I was like, yo, get me a drink. I've been standing here. I know I'm 5'6", but come on, bro. I'm actually 5'8.5" now. But I go back, remember, and there was the Airbnbs on that same lot in the back. And I remember I kind of got in a tussle with that 50-year-old dude. Back, my mom came out and was like, what the fuck is going on? Do you remember that?
I don't remember that story.
And then I brought home a lady, bro.
Yes, I do remember that part though.
And she was like, all right, make sure everything's okay. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? My mom, it's so funny, bro. Anyways, I was just going to say our parents have seen so much shit. They've seen us strong. All right, so at least.
I just gave my credit card to my mom and said, liquor me up. I ain't been able to drink.
So you are trying to drink a little bit now?
I said, yeah. I was like, I haven't been able to drink for the last like month, basically.
Yeah.
She's like, do you want some alcohol? I said, yeah, here's the credit and just run me a ticket.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. Have you seen the viral video? It's just alcohol. Is it?
Yeah.
It's just alcohol. So at least today, I actually got up. Huge headache. It's finally gone now. But got up this morning. I've been without shampoo for the past like 3 days. So I was like, I need some shampoo. And I go to the Dollar General. I've just got up, whatever, looking like shit, throw on a beanie, whatever. Get shampoo, I get toothpaste, and I get more trash bags or whatever. And I'm like, you know what? While I'm out, I'm just going to go get something to eat, and maybe that'll help me out a little bit, a little hungover. So I go to Edley's. It's popping over there earlier today around noon, 12:30. I pop in. I go to the bar. There's one seat open. I go to the bar. These two guys next to me on the right side leave, and then who replaces them is a woman, and it looked like her mom. So very cool people. You could tell the vibe. They sat down. They're asking, "Hey, bartender, how's it going?" They seem like real, genuine Nashville people, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like people that just kind of get it, that are very down to earth and cool. But it was really funny because I had ordered some food right before they sat down. I was drinking just water, and they had ordered food about 5 minutes after me. My plate comes to their table or to their little area right there in front of them. And it was just one plate. And they go to theirs. They're both looking at it, looking at the plate. They're like, oh, I don't think I got this. Like the younger lady, I don't think I got this. Yeah, I don't think you did either. It's got jalapenos. She takes her phone out and she takes the fastest picture I've ever seen of her food. Usually you see the girls like
try to set it up. Yeah.
Puts her foot. And I go, I'm gonna ruin this lady's life right here. I think that's mine. I don't know. Is it the mac and cheese and the green beans? You guys gonna get that? Yeah, I don't. I think it's mine. Sorry. They felt so embarrassed, bro. They were like, "Oh my god, I am so sorry." Like, I just took a picture of that, and I said, "You can still post it if you want."
Yeah, you gotta post it still.
Oh man, it was so funny, dude. And they're like, "Thank you for being cool about that." You know, I was like, "Yeah, we could share, you know, if you want." But they were like, they were just super cool about it. And I just had me geeking forever, man. So shout out Adley's. All right, so let's do a new segment presented by Neuro.
Yeah, shout out.
Okay,
Neuro.
shout out Neuro. Energy and focus, gum and mints, super good. L-theanine in there, B vitamins.
I'm gonna pop me a mint for the segment.
I'll grab one too, actually.
You want a mint, or you want?
Sure,
gum?
I'll try a mint. I'll try a mint. Yeah.
Have you not tried the mints yet?
I haven't tried the mints. No, I haven't. No, let me try one.
Try you a mint.
Oh, they look like. No, wait. This is the gum.
No, this is minty, bro. This is a mint.
It is a mint.
Energy and focus. Mint. I know it's a mint because it says mint on it. Neuro mints.
I think I like the gum more because I just ate it like a gum. It's done.
Yeah, see, that's wild.
40 milligrams in these things. No crash. Energy and focus. Super dope. Take it. Waking up. The thing I like about Neuro 2, it's completely portable. Hands-free energy. Extremely convenient. Throw it in your backpack. Throw it in your purse. Share it with your friends. It's not like dry scoop where you got to take it, you know, a big thing of pre-workout, whatever. It's just energy. I take more than I should probably at once. Take 2 and you're good. 80 milligrams right there. So shout out Neuro Gum. And we are going to do a new segment presented by Neuro Gum. Let's workshop this right now.
Okay.
We're going to do an IQ test for dummies.
All right.
So that's just what we're going to call it?
Yeah, a little IQ test.
Okay. IQ test for dummies.
See if we can. Now, this is no bad. We're pretty two dumb individuals to begin with.
Yeah.
So
shout out Southern Public Schools. All right. I'm gonna give you. We'll do 5. All right. Okay. Here we go. First question. If a red house is made from red bricks, a blue house is made from blue bricks, a pink house is made from pink bricks, and a black house is made from black bricks, what is a greenhouse made from? Wood, moss-covered stones, glass, green bricks, or red bricks?
a red house from red bricks.
Red house from red bricks, a blue house is made from blue bricks, a pink house is made from pink bricks, and a black house is made from black bricks. What's a greenhouse made from?
What is it?
Wood, moss-covered stones, glass, green bricks, or red bricks?
Same. The answers again. Sorry.
Wood,
Yeah.
moss-covered stones,
Yeah.
glass, green bricks, or red bricks?
I'm gonna say glass
Ding, 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 ding. That is correct.
because you know what a greenhouse is.
It's like for the plants and shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. In my head, I had said green bricks.
No, I was trying to.
All right, here's the second one.
But some of the greenhouses I see aren't really glass. Some of them are like plastic, clear plastic. But I got what that was.
And creating a controlled environment for plants to grow. All right, what is heavier, a pound of cotton or a pound of iron? A pound of iron, a pound of cotton, both are the same weight. We cannot calculate it.
Yeah, they're equal. No.
Is that your final answer?
What weighs more?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pound of each.
Both are the same weight. Nice.
I ain't that dumb.
Nice. All right.
Oh god.
This is a unique one. Do they have? Oh, never mind. God, I'm dumb for even saying that. Someone cut that. Do they have a 4th of July in England? Yes or no?
Yeah, everybody has a 4th of July.
I had thought no right there. My bad.
4th of July, everybody has a month and it's 4th in
That's
July.
insane, Andrew. I was thinking about the holiday.
Well, we associate 4th of July as everybody has.
I would be losing in this one. Okay. Fourth one. Some months have 31 days and some months have 30 days. But how many have 28 days?
All of them.
Nice. Yeah, you're pretty good at this.
I mean, I'm pretty smart.
There you go. Okay.
I have high IQ. Golly, thank you. This neuro shit.
Energy and focus. Yeah.
I mean, this neuro shit. I mean, that was quick.
Yeah. All right. So John, fifth one, last one. John digs a hole that is 2 yards wide, 3 yards long, and 0 yard deep. How many cubic feet of dirt are in it?
None.
Correct. Nice.
Is that actually right?
Yeah, it's 0.
Really?
0, 2, 3, 5, or 6.
0, big dog. Ain't no depth to that bitch.
Interesting. All right. Well, cool. We'll have to. I don't even want to try me. So, all right, 5 for 5.
Was pretty good.
Shout out Neuro Gum. Use promo code Andy for 10% off. That's ANDY for 10% off. Click the link in the episode description. Shout out Neuro. I actually do love this product, man. And 420 Calm and Clarity. Get some Neuro Gum. All right, cool. What else, man? Is there anything else that we can talk about? I did want to bring up like the rap beef, but honestly, it is a lot to keep up with.
Yeah, I paid attention to when Drake dropped his stuff. Mm-hmm. And then after that, I just didn't care anymore.
Okay, so this is what I think is going on, and I think there's more to it.
Now, is this another? Before you start, I have a take about this.
Yeah.
Is this just like a industry coup of trying to get back to what rap was back in the old days? Because we haven't had stuff.
My take on it is
we haven't had this stuff like in forever.
Okay, so let's break.
I know there's beef been out there, but not like
call it mainstream beef. Mainstream beef. Let's because
this is Biggie Tupac stuff. Bro.
Let's break this down, and then we'll bring that question in the middle of this. So here's what's going on. J. Cole hopped on Drake's album For All the Dogs. They made the song First Person Shooter. It was clearly the most popular song on that album. J. Cole had that verse that said, it's the big three. It's me, Drake, and then Kendrick Lamar. So I guess they were boys, right?
Yeah.
Kendrick hops on Future's latest album, We Don't Trust You. The song that's the most popular on there stemmed from Kendrick being on, I guess, one of the songs. I'm not sure what it was, but it stemmed from him having a diss track about there's only a big me and not the big three. So screw Drake and screw J. Cole. Drake is on tour, so we didn't hear much from Drake. He's trying to finish tour right now. So J. Cole does the dirty work and puts out a 7-minute diss track. That's, I guess, on on a surprise album. It was like the last one or whatever. He deletes the song, and then days later at one of his concerts, he was like, I don't apologize. He apologized to Kendrick. He apologized to himself, the fans, for even dropping something like that. He don't want no smoke. He don't want no beef. So then here's the question that you just asked. What was it again?
Is this like an industry, like mainstream industry, like coup basically to get more relevance and more eyes on the rap scene because it's been kind of dead?
Kendrick hasn't dropped in forever, and to be honest, I don't know if I necessarily look at Kendrick as one of the best rappers of all time. I did go to one of his concerts in Memorial Gymnasium.
Right.
Super dope. Yeah, hand down. That was probably the album that would hit, but like he hadn't really dropped, then he kind of retired or whatever. I know you kind of think J. Cole is one of the best rappers, but here's the thing.
Yeah.
With J. Cole doing that, it not only makes him look soft, it makes the entire hip-hop industry look soft. And it is weak as fuck. Well, and so, here's what, and then Drake, I guess, there's a diss track that leaks on Twitter. No one knew if it was AI or Drake. And then Drake started posting Instagram stories about it. And then somehow Rick Ross is in the fucking mix now, and they're going back and forth on IG. And not to mention on the side, excluding these four guys, Future, Drake, J. Cole, and Rick Ross, Chris Brown and Quavo are beefing. So I think
everybody's trying to get into the beef, bro. Because it puts, people start talking like, oh, he's beefing with him. They're saying Chris Brown this. That puts their name out there. Oh, let me go listen to Chris Brown.
Right.
How much I loved Chris Brown back in the day. Mm-hmm. They're just trying to stay relevant, but who looks the best out of this? Drake, bro.
Drake. Well, so Kendrick apparently had an entire diss track in the vault ready for Drake's diss track, but he hasn't responded. And I think Drake just came out with another one.
Yeah,
didn't
he threw out like a big couple verses of like I don't know.
I think I heard it last night. He was like, you can't take a week to. Or I think Rick Ross actually made a diss track too. He was like, you're moving too slow. Like we're beefing now too. And then I don't know. A blog I wrote this week was Lil Boosie don't like the rap beef. Okay? So, Louisiana native, a.k.a. Uncle Boosie Badass. He thinks the beef, and I think this is contrary to the popular opinion out right now about all the rap beef. He thinks the rap beef is going to turn into violence and somebody's going to die.
I don't think that's the case. I think there's rap beef that's out there that are like for smaller, not smaller, but like, smaller is a good word. Smaller rappers. Ain't nobody going out and killing Drake.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody going out and killing Ricky Ross.
Yeah.
Nobody's killing J. Cole. But because they're not like that type of, like I think they're just trying to get like back to what rap was, of the beef and going back and creating songs and inspiring other rappers to, if you don't like somebody, say something about it or stuff like that we saw back in the day. I don't think it's getting to people going out there killing, especially Drake and the bigger rappers.
Yeah, Boosie is just, he went on a series of tweets.
But Boosie also comes from that cloth of this could actually, that was growing up, if it's 18, 19-year-olds, I will go out and I do have a gun and I will come out and pop your bitch
That was
out.
the last point that I made in that. And I was like, well, are we completely knocking Boosie for saying that? Because the guy probably seen some shit.
Yeah. But I just don't think J. Cole, Drake, they're so big at that point that they're not going out.
Yeah. I think it's all soft as fuck. And
I kind of lost interest after, like I said, after Drake went out and put his song out. I was like, all right.
And if we're going to talk about like a big three, I know you like J. Cole a lot, but he ain't really it for me.
I think he's up there. He is definitely in my top
He's definitely
three.
one of the greatest rappers, and I think Drake is too, but
I think J. Cole has his lyrics are above everybody else's.
True. Because, that's a good point. Because I was watching Bradley Martin's podcast with Polo G on last week, and he was asking about the rap beef and his shit. Polo G was like, J. Cole is somebody that I look up to, and when I hear his songs and his verses and just how he puts the words out of his mouth into an actual song, it just hits different. Yeah. And it's like, how do I take something from that? So I get it. J. Cole, yes. Like, All My Life, that song was a bump, dude.
Yeah.
But the Kendrick, I'm not following the whole Kendrick hype, and I think Kendrick got pretty political with his songs in the most recent years. If you want to talk about influence, Future.
Top 3 rappers right now on your list, all time so far.
Future,
okay.
Young Thug,
okay,
and I guess Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know my 3? Can you guess my 3?
J. Cole,
Drake. You know my third? You know my third, because that's
Mac
all.
Miller?
No.
Logic?
Nope. I always bump them when I come up to the crowd.
Rod Wave.
No, not
Thank
Rod Wave.
God. Don't put him top 3. I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
White or black?
Black. I ain't got no time for that.
Got no time for that. I don't know.
Kevin Gates, bruh.
Kevin Gates.
He's all time for me, bro.
Really? Top 3? Kevin Gates, top 3?
I can play his first 3 albums and I'll sing along.
Yeah. I ain't trying to get my dick hard for that. That's a good song. That's a good song. Yeah, I don't know, man.
I mean, shout out Eminem. I think he's one of the best.
Yeah, Eminem, Wheezy.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne's
up there too. I mean, they're just right now, that's who I would
Maybe Young Thug's a weird pick for me, considering everything that's going on. But just growing up, I guess I'm just talking about like influence and like my college days. Like 2016 was.
I mean, we grew up with Future and
Future had real influence in the rap game.
Yeah.
Young Thug, dude. Young Thug got fat, by the way, dude. He's like big. I don't know what the hell's going on with that truck.
It's that jail time, bro.
Yeah, you think? And then let's talk quickly about Coachella. Uzi is fucking sus. Have you seen this? He's wearing like a red like crop top. He looks like a red flaming Power Ranger, and he's got a purse.
Have you ever been to Coachella?
No.
Yeah.
I don't want to go.
You don't want to go?
I don't want to go to that. Absolutely not.
Bro, we get a squad of like 5 to 10 people and just go camp out and get fucking absolutely faded and go listen to music.
I heard Josh Richards say this. Dave was asking about Coachella, and he was like, I think I'd rather go to Stagecoach because it's like you camp out, you drink beer. It's like more of like a country vibe, but there are rappers there, which is what I would want to see. But it's like more of like a festival, like Bonnaroo type vibe. Coachella's just a bunch of influencers, dude. And like, it's just probably not that cool, to be honest. It's probably very overhyped. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce were there. Mm. I'm gonna be honest, dude. I don't fucking get the Taylor Swift hype, and I will never put myself into it. I tried to listen to the album today, the first 2 songs. I don't care about it. I don't care.
That's a bad take coming from Twessington, but
you like her? Obviously, she's like a Tennessee girl, but like I don't get the hype.
I think she has transformed the musical industry beyond anything that we can ever imagine.
I'm not saying that. Do you like her music?
I'm not banging her shit every day.
No, I'm not either. I'm not even listening to it, bro.
But I
think the album was a diss to Kim Kardashian. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah,
Yeah, in the album, right?
Wrote her name.
What's up with that? Just because the whole Kanye thing?
Yeah, and then it was. I'm not getting into that because that's like, I'm not.
It's a rabbit hole.
Yeah, but I think I will listen to some if her song's on the radio or if her song comes up, I'll listen. I ain't going out my way. Like
I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. Whatever.
All them 12-year-old little girls are looking at you talking about don't talk about my hero like that.
12-year-old is watching this right now, you know. All right, so that's a rap beef, and then last thing before we kind of get out of here, socials for us have been firing away.
Yeah, this is a good place to end it too, because you kind of I want to say this. So I'll start it and then you can finish it because I would say about 3 weeks ago we came across our like social media pages and saying, hey, we need to change something. Mm-hmm. We spent probably 2 days. We recorded an episode and then went out to the golf course. And over those 2 days, we kind of transformed into what our future would look like on social media.
Yeah.
And it changed completely. We're like, we got to do more of like a online page that does current events and stuff.
Right. Like covering like pop culture, music, social media influencers, stories, unique storylines, shit like that.
Right. And that was like a big shift in what our content was because most of our content on our socials were just
clips from our episodes.
Yeah, podcast based.
Yeah.
And then a week later, I went in and got surgery.
Yeah.
So I had no real like control or even idea of what this was going to look like.
Yeah.
In terms of rolling this new type of style.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither.
Right. And then right after our first clip or first week of clips of this new style, mm-hmm. I was like, this is going to hit. This is good for us. This is what our page needed.
Yeah, yeah.
We're more of like an online presence, not just a podcast.
Yeah.
And you've been doing all of the editing and stuff on that.
Yeah.
And then this last week, I'll let you finish it.
Yeah, your mom just pulled up, but we've got a couple minutes here. Yeah. So yeah, we're pop culture. We're trying to resonate with just the average person that's looking at our page, and if they can't resonate with us immediately or our guests, then they're out. So yeah, we've been covering a bunch of hot topics. We created templates, and we're just kind of posting. It's April 20th right now. We've posted almost 50 times already this month.
Yeah,
which is insane.
Crazy.
Insane. We had one video that popped off that had 1.7 million views, and then we have another video right now that's at 1.6. And now we've caught the algorithm on the Explore page on Instagram.
Yeah.
And we're averaging, I would say, probably like 15 to 20,000 views on videos.
Yeah.
If you want to count those millions, but excluding the millions, are probably at like 7 to 10.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what we're doing. It's super dope. But now we have video editors. We got to get back. That's what Summer said to me last night. Seen the page, super dope what you guys are doing, but you can't get away from posting your podcast clips and going back to your roots, like staying within your roots.
Right. And that's the big thing that I even mentioned to you. We have the aesthetic of once we throw those in there, now that we have clip editors making clips from episodes, you sprinkle that into our page, it's going to be a lot bigger.
Yeah, clips have been doing well, man. So, all right, that is 155. Cool. Anything else, man? You're going to dinner. Hit me up later if you want to do something. If not, no worries. Glad to have you. Glad to see you're doing well.
Yeah. Gotta watch this fight tonight, man.
Yeah. Shout out to the fight. All right. That's 155.
Yeah. A little namaste for him.
Namaste.
Namaste to you guys.
Namaste. See you guys.